All right. Let's check this. Okay, cool. I'm on acoustics. Woo! Let's go. Let's go. Yeah. Another day, another day. Like and subscribe. Alright, Levi Apparel. Listen, guys, we're coming in a little late today because just felt like it. Just felt like it. But we have something special for you today. Um, we're going to be talking about 3D houses, right? The future of housing, 3D houses. Now, you've heard AI removing people's jobs. This is crazy. Now, normally when a house is built, you need plumbers, you need electrician, you need carpenters, you need what else? Contractors, you need the architect. What else? Am I missing somebody? The foreman. Um, you need what's that? What's the other thing? You need permits. You need cities. You need inspections. You need all this stuff. Yo, I don't know. Pretty soon, a lot of people about to lose their job when it comes to this house building stuff. But that's not to say AI is here to take jobs. Remember, when something's here, you gotta use it for your advantage. And then if you don't, what ends up happening is you fall behind. You fall behind. So, well, let's get that footage ready. Let's get that footage ready. Bam, there we go. There we go. Nice. Nice. Let's make this a little bigger. There we go. There we go. Play, baby. Let's go. All right. So right now, this guy is moving with the machine, right? This right here, next to him, where the mouse is pointing to, right here, where it's moving around, is a tube that's squeezing out all this layers of concrete that's meant to settle, quick forming concrete, and then instant wall. Instant wall. Amazing. Amazing. Now, a concrete wall means that it's going to be fireproof, flood-proof, and in some cases, hurricane-proof. Now, why would it be hurricane-proof? Because it's a lot harder for the hurricane to blow this away than it is for it to blow the house away. Now, that's not to say that things can't happen. I mean, a hurricane can take semis, 16 wheels, 20 wheelers off the ground and just flung them like it's nothing. So you never know. Never know. But these guys are building these um, houses meant to be here, secure. And at the end of the day, let's give them applause. At the end of the day, they're able to do this in less than a month. That's crazy. Less than a month. Can you imagine that? Let's go. Let's go. Let me hold on, let me first bring the volume up. Here we go.
It's the brainchild of a 41-year-old Texan who's rarely without his cowboy hat, Jason Ballard. 3D printing a house.
Yes, ma'am.
People are going to hear that and say no.
We're sitting inside one right now.
This house was printed.
Yes, ma'am.
Ooh,
There you are.
look at this.
Welcome.
And
All right, now, granted, the walls look a little bit wonky. You feel me? But by the way, they have a system that can actually fix that and make all the walls flatten. So it's a little bit more digestible for people who like being in houses that don't have ridges going around. It's more like straight, nice, flat walls and stuff like that. So they do have that. But look at this. This is all concrete. Like, that's crazy. Wow. Wow, this dude outdid himself, man. Yeah, amazing, amazing. Let's go.
so was this one. Does a concrete home printed by a robot have to look cold and industrial? Maybe not. I like the curved wall. Ballard gave us a peek at the first completed model home in what will soon be the world's first large community of 3D printed houses, 100 of them, part of a...
Do you see that? Do you see that? Yo, all they doing is basically laying down a platform and building on the platform. That is crazy. Woo! This guy, man, shots fired. He's ready. He's getting himself ready, armed and loaded for these contractors and these people that's making houses like in 6 months, a year, 2 years. Issues happen. All of a sudden, your house stopped getting built. You know, this is what's called modular. Woo! Shots fired. Let's go. And this is all done with AI and 3D printing capabilities. Let's go. Woo! Let's go. Let's go. Yes. Oh, by the way, if you look to the side, like right about here, what do you see? Wood. So not everybody is leaving out of that process. You still have the engineer that has to design this, the carpenter, the architect, all that stuff. So, and also the electrician still has to put electricity lines through the house and everything. So you still have a a setup where they may be minimal people, but there will be people that will have jobs. You know what I'm saying? It's not like AI is trying to take away all the jobs. It's trying to reduce the least amount of people needed to create a project. And that's pretty much it. Look at that. 1 3D printer, 2 3D printer, and then there's already another railing for another build. Like, that's crazy. Yo, if this guy can get 100 of these machines, it's a wrap. It's a wrap.
Huge new development north of Austin. They'll start in the high $400,000 range. How exactly does 3D printing a house work? Well, it starts with this 1.5-ton sack of dry concrete powder, which gets mixed with water, sand, and additives, and is then pumped to the robotic printer.
Now you are looking at how we control the bead size.
Connor Jenkins, Icon's manager of construction here, explained that the printer completes one layer called a bead every 30 minutes, by which time it's hardened enough to be ready for the next bead. Steel is added every 10th layer for strength. The amount of change you're making is
tiny.
It takes about 2 weeks to print the full 160 bead house. Jenkins gave me the controls, an iPad.
So look, Leslie, that's a little skinny. Will you press the +1 real quick?
Aren't you
Done.
worried?
You just increase the bead size incrementally.
I'd be worried if I were you. But turns out the path is entirely pre-programmed. I couldn't mess it up if I tried. Don't tell the people.
I think that's the most gorgeous bead I've ever seen. I think this will be the highest selling house.
For now, as Jason Ballard showed us, Icon is only 3D printing walls.
Guys, I told you, not everybody's losing their job. Look at that. If you look at the walls, right where she is, right here, this is wood. This is wood. That means they've already created, they have already created the walls. Now, if you don't want to have like all these ridges, guess what? You have plywood right here. You're good to go. Also, they have insulation that's in these already. Insulation and steel that's connecting everything together, making sure you have a durable building. But now you have wood, so now you can still nail on pictures. You can still have your flat walls and nice straight walls. Like, this is so modular. Like the ability to do different things is just amazing, amazing, amazing. Like, come on, let's go. 3D printed houses are the future, yo. They're the future. Come on, man. Come on.
with cutouts for plumbing and electricity. Roofs, windows, and insulation are added the old-fashioned.
Look at this. Bam. Woo. Woo. Let me pin off to me real quick, yo. This is crazy. This is crazy. This is crazy. Wow. 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 Amazing. Amazing. Yo, did you see that? Did you see that? Yo, that is crazy. Yo, that is crazy. Look at that. And you thought everybody was gonna lose their job. Nah, not everybody's gonna lose their job. There's still gonna be people around. Cause listen, you can make the base, you can make the housing for the house, right? But when it comes to the roof, you still have to make it in a way where it's still breathable and flexible. And there you go, right there. Bam. That is amazing. Look at that. Beautiful. Beautiful. This is less work and more efficient. And guess what? Most of these can already be already pre-made because they already know the size and dimension and everything. Pre-made in the factory, delivered to the job site, and just put together literally in less than a week. Come on now. Come on now. Let's go. Let's go. I'm telling you, this industry is about to see something big happen. Something big happen. All right? 3D houses are coming in, right? But why am I showing this? 3D houses means that now if you want an office, guess what? You can have an office 3D printed outside your backyard. You can have office 3D printed in a lot now that's free and available for you. And it's not even that much to create these houses. That's the thing. For a traditional house, the amount that you would spend for a traditional house, I'm pretty sure you can make at least 3 of these houses with that same amount. That's how affordable these are. It's crazy. It's crazy. Come on. Let's go.
Way by construction workers. He calls it a paradigm shift
It really is like a Wright brothers moment for airplanes. Like
in how we construct our housing.
But why do we need a big shift like that?
Because right now, it is too expensive. It falls over in a hurricane. It burns up in a fire. It gets eaten by termites. The way
There you go.
you try to make it affordable is you trim quality on material.
There you go. He said what everybody's been wanting. Why aren't these houses made this way? And the fact that he's making it the base concrete, the walls concrete, then guess what? You have the top that's still wooden, right? So, guess what? All you would need to fix if anything happens to those houses, it's basically the roof. Just put a brand new roof and you're good to go. Brand new roof and you're ready to go. Come on, come on.
Materials, you trim quality on labor. The result is these cookie cutter developments. And this is not the world. We are not succeeding at something we have to get right. On top of that, it's an ecological disaster. And I would certainly say it is existentially urgent that we shelter ourselves without ruining the planet we have to live on. Fire resistant, flood resistant, wind.
Ballard showed us a sample of a 3D printed wall beside a conventionally built one.
You say it's faster, more efficient.
Yes.
Why do you say that?
What you've got, let's count the materials. Siding, 1.
Look at that. Look at that. Look how much it takes to build a house. All these details.
Moisture barrier, 2. Sheathing, 3. Stud, 4. Drywall, 5. And then float tape and texture. You can count that either as 1 or 3. But you've got at least half a dozen novel steps that have to take place to deliver an American stick frame wall system. By comparison, we need a single material supply chain delivered by a robot.
Let's talk about waste.
Yes, ma'am.
Over here.
At the end of constructing a home with these materials, there are truckloads and truckloads of waste left over. These studs are going to have off-cut.
Yo. What? Yo, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? He's literally saying there would be less trash in the landfill. Oh man, so this is environmentally friendly. Crazy. Come on, man. You cannot beat this. Flood resistant, all the above, termite resistant, and you throw less waste for the environment. Come on now, it's a no-brainer. Ooh.
To go into a waste pile. Same with siding, same with drywall.
Whereas with 3D printing, he says, you only print what you need.
So in short, if an alien came down to planet Earth and saw these two ways of building and said, from first principles, which is better, the alien would go stronger, faster, termite resistant, fire resistant, by a mile, this is the best way to build.
Though old school construction workers may disagree. If Ballard sounds a little like a revved up salesman or a preacher, there's a reason for that. He grew up in East Texas, a studious, outdoorsy, spiritual kid, first in his family to graduate from college.
You were thinking about becoming an Episcopal priest.
Yeah, I was almost an Episcopal priest. But along the way, I started just getting this itch about housing not being right. So I studied conservation biology. I got involved in sustainable building, and I worked at the local homeless shelter. And so now I'm thinking about homelessness, and I'm working in sustainable building. Along the way, my hometown gets destroyed by a hurricane, and I have to go help my family pull drywall out of their house. I feel life is just putting housing in front of me, right as I've been approved to go to seminary. And so I go to my bishop, the Bishop of Texas, Andy Doyle. He's still the Bishop of Texas. And I said, what do I do? And at the end, he said, Jason, I want you to pursue this housing thing. This is your priesthood. This is your vocation. And if it doesn't work out, the church has been here for a long time. We'll still be here.
But that must have turned the switch for you.
It did. It made it more than a hobby or a business. Rather, it sort of became a mission.
He began pursuing that mission with Evan Loomis, a buddy from Texas A&M who had gone into finance.
As we looked at it, nobody had incorporated kind of the holy trinity of innovation to housing, which was robotics, advanced materials, and software.
So in a borrowed warehouse on nights and weekends, and having read everything they could find about the mechanics of 3D printing, they tried to design a 3D printer that could make a building.
How big was it?
It was 10 feet by 10 feet by 10 feet. So it would have printed, if we had ever gotten it to work, which we did not, it would have printed a 100 square foot demonstration building.
They didn't get it to work, But enter Alex LaRue, a recent Baylor engineering graduate who was tinkering with a similar idea.
Did you ever actually build anything?
Yeah, I did.
What was it?
They printed shed. Shed doesn't sound too cool, but it was a big.
Let's go back real quick.
And soon got funding to print a small house to unveil at Austin's South by Southwest Festival the following spring. They built a new, larger printer that worked.
And we got really excited.
Okay, Jason, where are we right now?
We are printing the world's first permitted 3D printed house.
But the kinks hadn't quite been worked out.
So at one point we ran the printer into the print.
Explain that.
It's supposed to go up, and it went down, and then drove into the house. And, like, pushed a bunch
Exactly.
of layers off.
Funny now, but not so much at the time.
Some engineers, folks who were like helping us, sat us down and said, guys, it's been a great effort, but you're not going to get there. So, like, why don't you guys get some rest? And we were basically like, get out of here. Like,
That's true.
anyone who wants to finish this home may stay. Everyone else needs to leave.
And the three of you all agreed on that.
Yeah.
We knew that we were onto something. And like
I want to pause right here real quick. Guys, that is the future. My generation, I mean, that is crazy. I'm just glad to know that my generation is going to be able to see all this. Like, I used to talk about this a long time ago when I was younger. Like, yo, one day these houses are gonna be made 3D, and this machine's just gonna just put them together and all that. And I didn't think that was gonna be a possibility until now. And it's like, wow, yo, these guys deserve an applause. Woo, they about to blow this industry of houses and turn it upside down. Building a house now you're gonna need innovations. But you know what? I love this. You know why I'm saying that? Because the fact that somebody's gonna watch this, right? And see these people who are relentless in their pursuit of combining 3D printing, mechanics, engineering, AI, and all that, carpentry, all that, roll into one to develop houses that can be built less than 3 months, less than 2 months, a month top. You know how many houses they can introduce to the housing industry? And then the fact that they already have materials, that means the extra wood you would use to build the house, now you can use it for more like roof, for walls. You know what I mean? You need less wood now, so now you have more wood available to even build houses, and now you can create even more houses. But now you can do it on demand. That's crazy. Wow. Let me pin back up to them. Wow, this is amazing. This is the future of 3D houses, 3D printing houses. And then after these guys, I'm pretty sure somebody's already working on it to surpass them and create something even more revolutionary when it comes to like 3D printing. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
This was like our shot, and we weren't going to miss it.
Alex,
They worked round the clock and made the festival deadline by just hours.
Hey, Ballard, any words for the victory lap?
Never, 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 never give up. I stand by those words. Yeah, sure. Never give up.
He showed us the 300.
Yo, behind me is my studio. I built it from scratch, the ground up, right? I use the skills that I was given from shop class in high school to understand how to put a wall up. When you know how to put a wall, you know how to put the what do you call it? The base, right? The flooring. When you know how to put the flooring, you know how to put the roof rafters. They use words to confuse, but it's all the same. It's a bottom wall, a top wall, and all around side walls. That's all it is. You feel me? And like it's amazing. It's amazing. It's amazing. It's amazing. It's amazing. Wow. All right. So let's move on. Let's move on. That was what he created. That's amazing. Wow. Wow. All right, let's move on. Let's move on. Woo wee. Man. Man. Yeah, we still gonna go. We still gonna keep it moving. Keep it moving. All right. All right. Cool. 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 Let's go to the next one. All right. Cool. Cool. Give me a quick second. You kidding me? All right. Let's see.